are watching this on YouTube, but you didn't read the title or you didn't look at the thumbnail, I am doing a tier list of what characters do I think will be an Invincible. Now the first tier, the highest tier we got is the obviously, like they have to be in the game. Then we got characters where it's like, I don't necessarily think they have to be in the game or that they're necessities for a game, but they were in the trailer, so we know they're gonna be there. Obviously, it's gonna be characters that, even though they weren't in the trailer and I haven't seen any announcements for them, bro, they're gonna be in the game. Then I got the, I guess, tier for people where it's like, if they're in there, cool. If they're not in there, cool. Don't care. The who nigga tier for characters where it's like, bro, I don't want this nigga in the game for whatever reason. Then the fuck no tier is characters where it's not a debatable, not a negotiable. Keep that nigga out the game. Alright, so first, we're starting with him. Fuck no. Fuck no. If you don't remember who this is from the show, he is a big ass dragon. So he's either gonna be on some multiverses Iron Giant shit, where for some odd, strange reason, he's best or one of the top 3 best characters in the game for some dumbass property. Think of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Sentinel. That motherfucker should not be a good character at all whatsoever, but he is one of the undebatably top 5 characters in Marvel vs. Capcom throughout all points of its history, except maybe like the first year. Battle Beast, you gotta put Battle Beast in the fucking game. His whole thing is, I want problem always. His whole shtick is where mom at. Speaking of multiverses, it's funny that this instrumental plays because it samples multiverses. Shout out Pack Versus. But anyway, he has to be in the game. His whole shtick, his whole way he lives life is about fighting. His whole existence is about pulling up and giving out hands. Omni-Man, duh. Invincible, duh. Adam Eve, she's at the top of duh because she has the most potential for an interesting moveset. For him, I would say obviously tier, because Adam the Alien, he's a very beloved character, and on top of the fact that he's a very beloved character, his moveset can have some potential with like him being like a hybrid grappler zoner, or he could be like a really heavy brawler with like projectiles that bring you in. Like there's a lot of potential for what he could do. This motherfucker, I was one of the people we saw in the trailer. Yeah, put him in trailer category because I don't care. Conquest, he wasn't in the trailer and he wasn't in duh nigga, but bro, you cannot make an Invincible fighting game and not put Conquest in there. Conquest pulled up to Mark with the hands. Conquest pulled up to Mark and he was like, yo Mark, real shit, I'm gonna put it to you like this. They want me to beat your ass and bring you back home. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I just like beat niggas up till they die. I hope one of you niggas beat my ass till I die, but it's probably not gonna happen. But I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. That's his whole shtick. There's no way you can't have a motherfucker this cool not in the game, especially if like they have an injustice trait system type thing going on. And like I also want to see what interesting things they do with his arm, because like one thing I do fear about this game on a gameplay level that somebody brought up in Twitter is that a lot of these characters are Superman archetypes, and the thing that makes them interesting when we're watching or reading Invincible, and I'm only using TV show characters for sake of simplicity, I'll go crazy if I don't, but the only reason why Invincible is interesting is because the characters on a personality wise level are very different and very diverse. If you really think about it, 99% of the characters Invincible are fucking Superman archetypes. Like, let's just look at, we have 7 characters up here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are Superman archetype characters. So I really want to know and want to see how they differentiate the fighting styles in this game a lot. Like we seen stuff like Shorty with the long hair and a blade at the end of her hair is more of like a disjoint swordy type character. So I want to see what interesting things they do like that. Anissa, I don't think she was in the trailer, but I low-key, if Anissa's in the game, I want to main her. Now I don't agree with the shit she did to Mark, but I want to main her. Robot, he's gonna be in the game, but do I want him? I don't give a fuck. We know that Robot's gonna be the character that sits in the corner, pew 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 pew, like a bitch. I don't care. This nigga, I don't even. I gotta put him in who nigga because I don't even remember who this is. I don't remember who the fuck this is. Him, yeah. I guess I will play Oliver if he was in the game. Oliver seems like a cool character, but I don't care. You know what? I'm gonna combine duh nigga and trailer. No. I'm gonna put trailer niggas in, obviously, like characters that are just there because they're in the trailer. Wait, did I delete anybody at that tier? No. Control Y. Okay. Anyway, going back to it. Him, I don't care. Actually, matter of fact, I want him in the game because that would be fucking funny. I think it would be funny as shit if they put him in the game and made him the worst character in the game. Like every move he does has a million years of startup and shit. Him, yeah, I will put him in, obviously. I will fluctuate him between obviously and I guess, but he has room to be moved down. If I need to move people down from obviously because this tier is too crowded, he'll be a top candidate. Her, I guess, bro. She's just fucking Wonder Woman. Dr. Seismic. I actually want Dr. Seismic because I feel like they could do an interesting thing with making him have a really strong, pun intended, ground game where he has a lot of far-reaching ground projectiles, but once you jump off the ground, like he's literally incapable of anti-airing you or doing anything once you leave the ground because he's Dr. Seismic. So I would say I really want Dr. Seismic. Actually, I go so far as to put Dr. Seismic in duh nigga for now. Actually, no, wait. Battle Beast is in duh nigga. He's the top, obviously. Battle Beast is in duh nigga. Who was this? Is this Longhead nigga? Yeah, it is Longhead nigga, bro. I don't want to be fucking across the stage and a nigga does this and command grabs me from 100 miles away. Because you know that's what they're going to do with his moveset. No, thank you. She also goes straight to fuck no. Because what the hell do you even do with this character? Like, really think about it. Her moveset depends on becoming intangible. So either you have to give her a bunch of moves where she can just temporarily become intangible, which sounds broken as fuck, or you just gotta make her a boring character archetype where she's just using punches and kicks, which again is boring because she has such a cool power that you just didn't use in her moveset at all. Hell no. Monster Girl, I'll put her in, I guess. Actually, I'll put her in, obviously, because she could have a cool transformation. No, because even if she does have a cool transformation mechanic, I'm not sure I'll care. So I'll put her in, I guess. It's like, whatever, nigga. If she's in the game, we know she's gonna be in the game, but Bulletproof, not gonna lie, he goes straight to I guess, because how do you make this nigga different? Like, in the show, and this is where, again, that damn Superman archetype problem comes up. Real shit. Without mentioning comic book, manga spoilers, any of that. What the fuck is Bulletproof's superpowers that make him unique? What? Let me tell you what Bulletproof does. He flies, he punches hard, and he has enhanced durability. That's it. That is it. So I don't know how the hell they're gonna make Bulletproof different from everybody else, but we'll see. Him, straight to duh, nigga. I think he could have one of the most unique, coolest movesets with a great power set. Oh, Rexplode, yes. Rexplode, I'll put Rexplode in, obviously, because I want Rexplode, but we know how he's gonna play. He's gonna be sit in the corner, zone, come up, combo you. He's not gonna be like Angstrom Levy, where he's standing, yeah, nigga, I remember his name, where he's standing in the corner, gripping his hand and command grabbing you from across the stage. He's gonna zone you out, but to force you to come close so he can fuck you up. Put these guns down. I can't tell which one of these niggas is the clone, but it doesn't matter. Both of you go to I guess. Yeah, both of you go to I guess. Because, like, they could have cool powers, a cool power set, but it's like, will I care? Darkwing Duck. I remember the dumpster batarang. We do not want you, nigga. Him, I would actually put him in, obviously, for the simple fact that he's another character that could offer something unique, but I'm not begging for him to be in the game. Again, if obviously it's too crowded, I'll move him down. He'll be one of the first to go. But for now, we'll leave it like this. Oh, him? Excuse me. Instant duh, nigga. Like, he's a black character that can turn himself hard. That could be a really cool mechanic. I don't remember. I legit don't remember who this is. So, oh, this is his bully. He's gonna be in, obviously, because like I feel like it would be funny as fuck to put him in the game. He would be the second joke character alongside Immortal, but like in terms of uniqueness, diversity, I don't really know what he would do. He's either the bully or he's William's boyfriend. I don't remember. Either way, don't give a fuck. Her, I guess, bro. Like the shrinking and enlarging mechanic, like it's stuff like this that makes me feel like not only is Invincible good as a 3v3 game because of like the team fights and the superhero thing that they got going on in that game, but like a trait system like Injustice would go hard, especially for characters like her with powers like hers where she can shrink and go down. Duplicate, she's in duh nigga. And duh nigga is gonna be very top heavy, and it's gonna be very interesting to see how this all trickles down. Where's my water? Also, let me switch off this fucking instrumental. Oh wait, no, I forgot it switches. That's the beginning. That's ass. My water's right here. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I must invest in liquid, not in bag. I'm also lower my table and sit down for this one. I'll stand up and give a whole lot more energy when I'm like deciding the final list. When I get to the final, everybody's up there, and now we're just putting people in their places. Because for those of y'all new to this, usually what I do is I throw everybody on a tier list. I figure out where I will want them, what spots I want to put them in. Then after I figure out all that, then I go down and strain it out so that the bottom of the tier list only has 5 and the very top of the tier list only has 5. Just makes it more interesting to talk about. Also makes the niggas matter. Multi-Paul, fuck no, cause he's just gonna be a duplicate clone. Matter of fact, make this nigga an alternate skin. Samson, black man. I'm gonna put him in the I guess tier because I'll put him like towards the top of I guess tier. By the way, this is not like majorly ordered unless I specifically state so, and I'm just ordering this for now, like within the tiers to see who could get pushed down or pushed up later on. It would be cool to have as many black playable characters as possible that are actually interesting, but I'm not gonna lie, he's the black character I would want the most. I legitimately forgot his name, but didn't forget Langstrom Evie's name because they said it more. But I forgot his name, but I would want him in the game more. Fish nigga, fuck no. I remember Aquaman in Injustice 2, and I have trauma from not only using him and going, why did this work, but from getting hit with the same dumb shit. Isn't this the same? He's the same species as this nigga. Fuck no. I don't want that lame ass cornball in the game. He could be a really cool zoner. I'll put him at the top of I guess as well. This was such a forgettable fucking character. Fuck you. This, as someone who read the Invincible comics, I will put him in duh nigga for the simple fact that like he has a really cool character concept with the fact that like his whole body is lava and whatnot, and there's a lot of interesting things you could do with him moveset wise. I don't remember who this is. Him, Dark Blood. I'll put him in obviously because I think Dark Blood could be an interesting character if they did him right, but I don't know. He's gonna stay right here. He's gonna stay at the top of the bottom of obviously. The other Darkwing Duck. Yeah, we're gonna put you in fuck no. If I didn't like the second Darkwing Duck with the superpowers, I definitely don't like the regular nigga Darkwing Duck. Him, they're twinning him. They might go to the matter of fact, because I know this tier is gonna be crowded. I'll put them at the top of obviously. I would want them to be in the game as like a puppet dual character, low key. Because for those of you who didn't lock in and realize in their episode they're in a gay relationship. I don't know if they changed that for the TV show because I don't remember that in the comic books. But they also did this part where they introduced them way later in the comic books. Him, I remember who this is, but we're gonna put him in the who nigga category because it's like I don't care. I don't want to see this motherfucker teleport back and forth and whoop my ass. I'm good. I put both the twins in the fuck no category for the simple fact, again, I don't see anything interesting about them. They're just basic martial arts fighters, and there's a lot of other people I would rather see be basic martial art fighter than them. Who nigga tier, because I don't remember who that is. Him, oh, he goes in the top obviously. He's up there with these three. Well, I mean with these four. He's a strong, obviously, character. Machine Head, instant duh, nigga. Amber. Nah, I don't want Amber in the game because I don't want nobody in this game to think it's I don't want nobody in no way, shape, or form think it's okay to put their hands on black women. No, I don't want Amber in the game. Black women are already under attack enough, bro. We don't need a game encouraging more attacks towards them. This nigga, I guess, bro. If he was in the game, it would be funny, but I don't know. Sea Salt, yeah, they have to put Sea Salt in the game. I'm not gonna lie. If Sea Salt is not in this game, what the fuck are you doing? Adam Eve's mom. It's not okay to attack women. Well, it's not okay to attack anybody, but it's also not okay to attack women, and especially black women, but also old fat white women too. Her, yeah, I want to see her in the game. She, even though she's like, cause like I would put her in the category of like drop kick or whatever the fuck these niggas' names was. I would say that these characters will fall under the same thing in terms of their moveset will basically be generic punches and kicks, but like I would rather see her in the game be generic martial art fighter than this nigga be in the game be generic martial arts fighter, because her character design looks more cool and she has pink dread braids. I'm gonna put all three of the don't hit these women all next to each other when I get done. This nigga, he also goes in the fuck no tier. Put him right there. Put him right next to his wife. This nigga was in the trailer, but I don't give a fuck if he's in the game. And him, I wouldn't be as mad as like if they put Debbie in the damn game, you know? I wouldn't be the same type of mad. I'm gonna move some people around so that all the women are next to each other and dog is next to his wife, but all the women are close together. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Now, I keep going to the wrong folder. Here comes the straining process. Now, duh nigga is too top heavy, and fuck no is too bottom heavy. So we gotta strain it out. First off, I'm gonna start by moving. I'm gonna start from the bottom up because I gotta move a lot of people up in this tier list. Actually, first I'll start by moving people down, then I'll go moving people up. All right, Battle Beat, Adam Eve. Adam Eve, I'll put in obviously because we know she's coming, and she's not my most requested character, but she'd be very cool. Omni-Man, I already know how the nigga's gonna play. Superman. Anissa, I want to see how she plays. Because she'll probably, if these two motherfuckers play the same, Omni-Man and all the Superman-like characters play the same, I'm gonna play Anissa. Immortal. This would be a funny joke character. Immortal threatens to save the day. We know you gotta keep the black character right there. She can move down. They can move down. I feel like he would have a really interesting moveset. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Battle Beast is not moving out of dud, nigga. Invincible. Low-key, I gotta put Invincible And obviously, because like we know Invincible's gonna be there. We know Invincible's gonna be the standard all-arounder character. I don't give a fuck about playing the Invincible game to play as Invincible. I want to play as these characters. Well, except for Immortal. I feel like he's going to be ass. And if the game drops and he's ironically the best character in the game, I'm hanging myself, bro. I promise you I'm hanging myself. Dr. Fing Fang Foom. We're going to keep this nigga in fuck no. Because like I said, he's either going to be the worst character in the game or the best character in the game. Sentinel Iron Giant. I hate it. Langstrom Evie. I don't want this nigga to grab me from halfway across the stage with his fucking mind. We'll put her in who, nigga, cause she's boring, but nothing that I see that will be like broken or anything. This nigga would literally just be fucking duplicate, and I would rather duplicate. Boring. There's certain characters that just gotta be in this row. This motherfucker also boring. These few are untouchable. So boring. Yeah, niggas just a duplicate clone. I feel like niggas will figure that out on their own. I feel like Darkwing and Darkblood should go next to each other. I feel like I could kind of group these characters together. There's no reason. 1, 2, 3. So those are 3. I count that as 1, 4. And who will put? We'll put Aqua nigga there. Why would I want this weak ass character, bro? These two characters, I wouldn't want them because they're weak ass characters, bro. Actually, nah. Should I put them there? Nah, I'll put them in who nigga because they're just so forgettable. Who would I move? I don't want to move either one up because it's funny to keep both of them there. Yeah, okay, so I got my top 5. That. Who do I want to move up from who nigga? Who out of who nigga would I mind seeing the least? No, I think everybody in who nigga is fine. Obviously needs to switch up. Okay, I said off rip. I guess. We know he's gonna be there. I want to keep her there. She's interesting. I guess, nigga. We said he's moving down. I guess, nigga. Sea Salt gotta be there. Omni-Man. You know what? I'll do this. I don't know what. I'll think of what's a better title. Like, actually, I'll have to think of that now because I gotta say it. What would be better as a title, as a hook? Characters I want to play the most, or who's gonna be the best characters? Most interesting. Ooh. Who do I think is gonna be the best characters for the game? Cause I gotta formulate this. Who's gonna be the best in the Invincible game? Who's gonna be the most interesting characters? Oh no, cause that's too wordy. Who's gonna be the most interesting? My wish list. The 5 most wanted. I know how I'll do it. I'll say it as an absolute. Who are the most wanted characters for these games? Who do people want the most for these games, and who do people want the least for these games? Boom. That's how I'm gonna pitch it. I'm gonna put this desk up, and we're gonna find an instrumental. Oh, actually, this instrumental is great. All right. Now that we're done deciding. Sorry. Yo, I love this beat so much, bro. This is one of the best beats I've ever made. Anyway. So, as you may or may not know, very, very soon... No, wait. So, as you may... Nah. How do I hook them in? Invincible fighting game. Soon... Because I gotta mention the Invincible fighting game in the first 5 seconds of me talking. So as you know, there's an Invincible fighting game coming out soon, and we don't know all the characters. Here's the 5 characters people want the most. Here's the 5 characters I'm sure everybody wants the most. Here's the 5 characters I'm sure everybody wants the least. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? I need you to go that way, sir. So as you may or may not know, there's an Invincible fighting game coming out next year, and here are the top 5 characters that everybody wants in the game. So, as you may or may not know, there's an Invincible fighting game coming out next year. And here's the bottom 5 characters that not a single soul wants in the fucking game. That's the intro right there. Alright. So we're gonna go over the best first, then I'm gonna go over the worst second. Obviously, we want Battle Beast in the game. Battle Beast is the first Invincible character, to my knowledge, to get a spin-off comic, and that's a comic that came out recently. Why wouldn't they put Battle Beast in the game? Also, Battle Beast is just a cool character. His whole life's purpose is about pulling up and catching fades. Why wouldn't you put him in a tag fighter video game? Come on now, that's a shoo-in. Anissa, I don't agree with what she did to Mark, but otherwise, she's a cool character that I think will really benefit being the Superman girl clone of the roster, because you know this roster gonna have 100 Superman archetypes. What the fuck was his name? I don't remember this nigga's name, but I think he'd be an interesting character that they could implement a cool type stance switch mechanic with him and his electricity, or like a mechanic where the lower his health gets, the stronger and more damage he's able to do. There's a lot of interesting things you could do with that. I forgot his name too, but I feel like with him, wait, I had to restart because I don't remember these niggas' names. I had to remember everybody's names. Do I remember everybody's names in bottom tier? Langstrom, the dragon. Don't laugh at me, I'm trying to get the voice type. What's the name of the dragon guy in Invincible? Mr. Lou. What's the name of the electricity guy in Invincible? What's the name of the electricity guy in Invincible?
According to Invincible,
Kursk. Kursk.
Russian supervillain that can control electricity and was the
Okay, Kursk. And what's the name of the stone guy? What was the teleporting guy on the stone guy's side? Although he paid, he was probably Titan. I think, yeah, Titan. All right, Titan is his name, and then Master Liu. Okay, so Titan, Kursk, Master Liu, and I remember everybody else's name. All right, so let's run that back. There's no way you can make an Invincible 3v3 fighting game without the fighting character. His literal whole life purpose is to pull up and throw hands. And if you're unaware, recently they started a comic book run, a solo run based around Battle Beast. So there's no fucking way that he's not in this damn game. Also, he would just in general be an interesting character that's not a Superman clone, unlike Anissa, who I don't agree with what she did to Invincible, but she is a really cool character and would be my preference for the girl Superman clone archetype character if I had to pick anybody out of all the characters they showed in the show. As for Kursk, on the other hand, though, I think they could have like a really interesting mechanic where the more damage you do to him, the stronger his attacks get by like 1 or 2%, the lower his health gets. Like, there could be a cool mechanic with that, or even if they adopt a trait system like Injustice, they could do a really cool mechanic with him, or even with Titan, where temporarily he gets some Doomsday shit where his where he can armor attacks. Obviously, don't make it exactly like Doomsday, you know, nerf his movement by a lot if he's gonna just be able to tank everything, but it's still a really cool idea. Just like how I think Immortal would be cool to put in this game, because it would be funny to put Immortal in this game and make him the worst character in this game by far, because, you know, Immortal has threatened to save the world on multiple occasions. If Immortal was the last defense between any threat to the planet Earth, and Earth I think you might want to pick a religion that you think is the most right, because nigga, we are all dying. He will regenerate in space, a floating corpse, look at the earth, and start crying. You know he's gonna be the weakest character. This nigga's gonna have like 100 frames to do anything. And I'm here to see it. Alright, take a second, relax, grab my water, and make sure I wet my throat. Also, depending on what platform you're watching this on, I'll formulate that later. I'll formulate the plug part later. Nobody wants to see Master Lu in the game, because when it comes to 3v3 fighting games, there's always a character like Sentinel that there is no logistical reason as to why this character is amazing and broken, but they are. And I feel like that's gonna be Master Lu unless they make it. Nah. Even if they make it some type of mechanic where you could transform, I feel like he's gonna suck, but once you transform, you instantly become the best character in the game. Just like how I'm scared Angstrom Levy is gonna be a zoner that can stand across the stage and use portals and stuff like that to command grab you from full screen. No part of that sounds entertaining. Just like if they added Adam Eve's mom or dad, what the fuck are they gonna do? Shout, you need to stop that? Where's my daughter? I wanna stifle her creativity and potential. And we're not hitting Grace. That's just not happening. And also protect black women. Black women have troubles and struggles in society with violence towards them. I'm not trying to make a game where you got international motherfuckers gang beating up this random wonderful beautiful black woman. Are you fucking nuts, nigga? We're not gonna put a black woman in a video game to get her ass beat. We can agree that's not gonna happen. Right? Okay. She's not coming to this game. Alright, now I wanna figure out how to formulate a plug of how I'm gonna say watch the full video. If you wanna see my decision making process, come watch me. If you wanna see my decision making process, you can either watch the full video on YouTube or catch the next time I do one of these live. If you want to be a part of the decision making process, I'm going to include the audience. If you want to be a part of the decision making process for future tier lists, if you want to make sure that my tier list isn't garbage, next time I do one of these live, hop on over. My footy. I can't see it, but my dog is down here being a... Anyway, if you think this tier list is ass, come over to my Twitch next time I do one. If you think my tier list is ass, next time I do one, come over to my Twitch. How do I formulate that? If you think this tier list is ass, do something about it. What's that something? Coming over to my Twitch and helping me make the next one. I don't know what the next one is gonna be though. Okay, that's a good start. But how do I say it in a way that's short? Because I want this section to be like 2 seconds. Because that's all I have when it comes to promoting myself. 2 seconds. If I hit 3 seconds with a self promo, niggas is not listening. 2 seconds. So if you think this tier list is ass and you want to help me make the next one better, hop on over. If you think this tier list is ass and you want to help make the next one better, follow me on Twitch so you get a noti when I do the next one. No, that's too long. If you think this tier list is ass and you want to make sure the next one isn't ass, come over to my Twitch. That's too long. If you think this tier list is ass, let's keep with that, because I know for whatever reason a lot of people are gonna disagree. If you think this tier list is ass and want to make sure the next one isn't ass, hop on over to my Twitch, hop on. If you think this tier list is ass, follow with If you think this tier list is ass, turn on noties on Twitch so you get notified the next time I do one, so you could be there to tell me what to do. That's a good track. That's a good track, but I need to phrase it better. If you think this tier list is ass, if you think this tier list is ass and you wanna tell me off or be a part of the next one, hop over to my Twitch and turn on noties. If you thought this tier list was great, no. If you thought this tier list was ass and want to prevent the next one from being ass, head on over to my Twitch and turn on noties to make sure you can either curse me out about how bad this one is or be no. If you think this tier list is ass, hop on up. If you think this tier list is ass, hop on over to my Twitch so you can either tell me how. If you think this tier list is ass, hop on over to my Twitch so the next time that we make one, you'll be notified with your notification. Yeah, let's restart. Restart the instrumental. Give my brain a mental break. Take the music out my ears. If you don't like my tier list, ooh, that would be great. If you don't like my tier list, here's a simple solution. Go on over to my Twitch, turn on noties, so when I make the next one, you could tell me what to do and what to... Oh, turn on noties so you could be there to make sure I don't put stuff in the wrong spot. You could be there to make sure the list is actually good. If you think this tier list is ass, there's a simple solution. Go over to my Twitch, turn on noties, so the next time I do one of these, you can influence me and make it better. Ooh, you could tell me how to, you can make it, you can influence it. If you think this tier list is ass, go over to my Twitch. If you think this tier list is ass, go over to my Twitch and turn on noties so that the next time I do one of these, you can make sure that it is an ass. You can make sure that it is an ass yourself. If you don't like my tier list, the solution is simple. All you need to do is, soft reset. If you don't like my tier list, the solution is simple. You could go over to Twitch, turn on noties so that when I make the next one, you can influence it. Yeah! Hold on, that was a banger. That was a banger. I like that one. Nice, short, sweet, simple, to the point. 2 sentences, 2 seconds. That being said, I'm about to cut this motherfucking stream off and on and go play the Outer Worlds. F11, lowercase that. For those of you watching the stream live, all you have to do is reload your tab.